Have you ever felt like you're giving so much of yourself and not receiving the care and affection that you deserve in return? What if embracing your feminine energy could unlock a level of personal fulfillment where you're treated like royalty by your friends, family, coworkers, and especially your partner? Hi, I'm Rachel, and I help women connect with their dark feminine energy so that they can heal emotional wounds, break limiting beliefs, and step into their dream life. If you're ready to step into your power, find your purpose, and claim your confidence, hit that subscribe button and let's dive deep into healing, transformation, and becoming the woman you're destined to be. So, what is princess treatment? Princess treatment is being treated with the utmost care and respect, with affection and devotion. I wanted to create contrast with princess treatment and queen treatment. So, princess treatment, if you think about it, is a younger maiden who is treated with affection and adoration. Queens are typically treated with honor, respect, and not so much affection or intimacy. This treatment is about feeling cherished and valued. Most of us want to be treated this way romantically, but it can apply to all areas of our life. But today I'm going to be talking about how we can harness that within our relationships. So if you're interested in hearing about how to develop princess treatment in your day-to-day life, let me know in the comments. I'd love to make a video on that if that's something that really piques an interest. And this idea of harnessing princess treatment might seem mysterious or magical, and that's because it is. But it's simple, and I'm going to show you how. And if you've heard me talk about this in previous videos, like the coming of age video, we connect with our dark feminine energy through inner child work. And it's so important to connect to our dark feminine energy if we want to receive this type of princess treatment. Now, before you decide inner child work is just not for me, or that's too much work and you want to click off, I encourage you to stick around and watch till the end because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, and it's not hard at all. When you connect to your dark feminine energy, it empowers you to expect princess treatment. And through this idea, you can connect to your inner child through an idea of play. By making these two connections, you will be able to connect to your inner child and create a holistic space for you to receive this princess treatment. And I've talked about connecting to our inner child in past videos, so if you're interested in really diving deep into this subject, go back to my video that I talk about inner child work, meeting your inner child. That video is very helpful for understanding how to do it because it simplifies it and makes it relatable. And I've talked about it in multiple videos, but that one really lays it out for you. So when we create this space of nurturing our inner child through self-love practices, we can then create an open space for us to receive princess treatment. If we are not able or willing to receive this type of treatment, then we will never receive it. By integrating these aspects that I will share with you, you will create a more fulfilling and enriching relationship where you're treated with the royal respect and affection that you deserve. Princess treatment is not only a deep respect for you, but also it's a receiving of gestures such as love, affection, thoughtfulness, and also an unwavering support of nurturing your well-being. Okay, so the first step in developing this ability to receive princess treatment is by embracing your strength. You want to be able to feel confident enough to receive this princess treatment and to step into your strength so that you feel worthy of this treatment and you don't self-sabotage it, right? This princess treatment is not automatic. It might seem as though when other women are receiving it, and it might seem so effortless, but there are certain techniques that they put into place that allow them to effortlessly, seemingly receive this treatment. So the first one is you want to be the woman that he yearns to hold a door for. So what does that woman look like? Think about that. Once you get to a place of confidently believing that you are worthy of this treatment, then you want to be able to express this desire and this need for how you want to be treated to your partner. And we will go into much more detail in this video talking about how to express that need and that desire with confidence and with grace and love. And in my last video, I talk about micro habits that you can implement into your day to exude that feminine energy that connects you to this idea of being treated like a princess. So go and watch that. I feel like that was a very conclusive, helpful video to help any woman tap into their feminine energy so that they can feel their authentic self, and then their partner feels this compulsive desire to treat them as a princess because they are taking care of themselves. And a lot about dark feminine energy is embracing all parts of us, even the unconventional or intense part of us. And this is so important because women have been shamed for years and years around different aspects of our hormones or how emotional we are. And this is our power source, our emotions, our cycle, how we are able to create life. It is very powerful, and the shame keeps it hidden, keeps it under wraps, and it doesn't allow us to step into that place of receiving princess treatment, receiving the abundance that's all around us. So it is very important that we do not feel shame around those parts of us that might seem very intense to others, but fully embracing them, knowing this is who I am and it is beautiful and it is powerful. How can I harness this in a way that exudes that beauty? Okay, now the second step is self-love. This is the hardest part, but this is very simple. And if you follow these steps, you will be able to step into a place of divine feminine where your spouse, your partner feels so magnetized towards you that they will want to continually treat you as a princess. It does take work, but it is simple. So first step is addressing past wounds and traumas. Everyone has traumas, everyone has wounds that they accumulated as a child. Everything that they do is based on the first 7 foundational years of their life. So however you were treated back then as a child is what is coming up for you now. Those triggers that come up for you, be present with those and tap into what is it trying to teach me right here? Why am I being triggered by this? It's never the other person's fault. It's always something within you that is bothered, triggered, needing to be healed and resolved. And once you do that, then you can move past that lesson that you're here to learn. But it does take presence and awareness to get to that place, and it takes time. So the more that you do this, the more you will be able to love yourself. And the more that you love yourself, as a mirror will reflect to others in your reality that they will love you and respect you. And then as you develop this idea of self-love and you start to love yourself more, you can tap into this playful energy, because once your walls are down, once you are able to feel safe in where you're at, who you are, then you can act out of playfulness because you're safe. And once you are able to be in a playful nature, it's then easier to accept that treatment that we desire. It's then able to allow us to step into roles that are fun and enjoyable, and even just in a place where other people are attracted to being around us, spending time with us. So many people, not everyone, but so many people love being around children, and it's because they have their walls down. They are playful and fun. So I encourage you to think about, what was something that you loved to do as a child? What was something that really made you feel happy and excited and free when you did it as a child? And the reason that I want you to do that is because once you start doing that thing again that you loved to do as a kid, you're going to integrate your childhood and the fears and the traumas that were experienced then into who you are today, and it will unlock a part of you that will then feel safe and connected and accepted. It's so important that your inner child feels accepted by you. Then you are able to receive and appreciate that loving treatment that you're desiring and the treatment that you honestly deserve from your partner. Okay, third step is getting clear about how you want to be treated. I think the first most important aspect to this is spending alone time with yourself and really getting a vision, a clarity around what you want to be treated like. Women that I've worked with in the past, they have experienced fear around the ability to know that they can have anything that they want because they were never told that. And there's so many limiting beliefs around feeling as though we can have anything we want because we were told that we didn't have enough money growing up, or it's not okay for you to act like this or to be like this. You can't go here, you can't do there. It was just a lot of limiting aspects, right? And that's just kind of how life is a lot of times. But what we need to realize is that we have the capacity within us from the Creator to create anything that we desire in our life. All we have to do is hold a clear vision of it and believe that it'll happen and align ourselves to whatever that vision is with action and belief. So I wrote down a few ideas of what might help you to get clarity around this. So the first one that I wrote down was they listen to your thoughts and feelings about something. They really cherish the ideas that you have and respect it and give it space and time to be heard. And this is one of the most important things for me. I'm a words of affirmation type of girl, and I like to talk a lot. And so when I'm heard by my spouse, I feel loved and connected in that way. And I feel like a princess. I feel safe and that I can do anything because I am heard and valued and loved in that way. And another aspect of being heard, of having my thoughts and feelings valued, is by having boundaries and those being respected as well. So if I have personal preferences, like how I like my house clean, or how my partner treats me or doesn't treat me in public or whatever, if those are heard and respected, then I feel loved and respected. And I believe that the deepest desire of a man is to feel appreciated. And so when we are appreciating his efforts to respect those boundaries, to listen to us, then he'll want to keep doing that more. And I'll talk more about that towards the end of the video. The next one is affection and care. So this would be frequent love expression. So whether that's physical touch or telling them how much that they love you, these are kind of things that, we desire to have when we are being treated like a princess. Gestures or notes. I love getting flowers from my husband, and he knows that. And so occasionally he'll pick up a bouquet of flowers on his way home. So that's just a small thing that makes me feel like a princess. It's not something that's necessary. It's not something I need, but it's just a small gesture that he knows that I appreciate. And then emotional support during fluctuating times of the month, with our hormones. And my husband actually really appreciates when I tell him what time of the month I'm at, because then he can understand that it's not a personal attack. It's just the hormones sometimes can be a little too much. Another one that I love is supporting professional and personal goals. So whenever I have a goal to get fit, or I have professional goals to develop my brand or my business, he gives me the respect and the care that I need for when I'm going to do those things. So that's just another idea for you if that's something that you want to create in your reality. Another one is playing an active role in addressing the needs of the relationship. So making sure that if there's sometimes a disconnect between the two of you, that he makes sure to take you aside and say, hey, what's going on here? Like, can I be doing something better? Or I sense that your energy is off. What's wrong? What can we do to make this better? So another one is special treatment, like planning dates or special occasions where we feel doted on, or paying attention to your likes and your dislikes and verbalizing those or expressing those through gifts, and even incorporating them into your daily routine, like leaving notes in the fridge, or picking up flowers from the grocery store, and making sure that you're a top priority in their life. And that can also include accepting your independence, so allowing you to do certain things that really make you feel alive and connected to yourself apart from them. And when we understand the polarity in our relationship, we can then create a relationship dynamic that feels so alive and connected to us, because there are certain people that have more feminine energy in them than masculine, and there's some people that have more masculine than feminine. I feel like me and my partner have a really good polarity where he's able to be sensitive to my desires and my emotions, and I'm a little bit more driven and able to get things done. As I've stepped into my feminine nature more, he's stepped into his masculine nature more and been a provider, protector. And so having that dynamic, the polarity, really enhances our relationship. So you want to create higher standards for yourself if you are not receiving this princess treatment, which I have a feeling if you're watching this video, you probably are not receiving the treatment that you desire. So there needs to be a level of higher expectations, of higher standards for yourself. So I want you to spend time alone and visualize, what do you want your princess treatment to feel like? How do you want to feel in your relationship? How do you want to be respected and honored? What does it look like? How does it feel? The most important aspect of visualization in manifestation is to feel the emotions of everything that you want. Once you feel it, then it can be something that can manifest into your physical reality. If you're not feeling what you want to experience, then your body doesn't know what to attract. Your reality doesn't know what it's trying to bring in. Okay, so the last step is communicating. This one is so important, and this was like the number one question I had when trying to figure out how to receive this treatment, because yes, you can do all of the work outside of it to create the person that you need to be, which is foundational. You can't ask for treatment without being the person that deserves it, right? But once you get into alignment, once you heal your inner wounds, and this can be small step by steps and become gradual over time, but as long as you're doing these things, you're going to be receiving better and better princess treatment over time. After understanding your needs, you want to set aside a perfect time to do this. You don't want to do it when it is heightened conflict time, when you're either arguing or stressed out, or when it's the beginning of a day. You want to make sure it's a calm, relaxed place, time to be in to communicate these desires. And then you want to express to them how and why you want this treatment. So think about that. Make sure that you get really clear. How are they going to be able to give you this treatment? And then why do you want it? And when you go into this, you want to make sure that you are creating I statements instead of you statements. So what that can sound like is, I feel my best when you take me out on dates regularly. I feel more connected to my feminine energy when you buy me flowers. I love and feel so connected to you when you listen to me, when you respect my boundaries. And then this is the most important aspect of this whole strategy. You will only need to say it one time. One time. Because if you are nagging and reminding him over and over, he's not going to want to do it. He'll remember, if he's an intelligent man, he will remember that you told him that you want to receive this treatment, because to a provider masculine man, their deepest desire is for you to feel good, for you to feel loved. That's their desire. They really thrive off of you feeling good, off of you experiencing life in a juicy, fulfilling way. And then if it needs to be clarified later on, like if they don't understand an aspect or you want to communicate a deeper understanding or level of that, make sure again that it's a how, why, and in a good time to do that. And then you want to encourage dialogue, so allow them to reflect on it and to see how they feel about it. And then be patient and understanding, realizing that it takes time for them to change any habit and make it a regular thing that feels good to you and that feels good to them as well. And then this is the last step in this communication, is reinforcing with positivity. So just like I said before, men, I think their deepest desire is to feel appreciated. And so when we appreciate them for what they're doing, they're going to want to continue doing it. And they're also going to feel so fulfilled within themselves that they're going to crave doing these things for you, treating you like a princess. A lot of times men do not want to treat their partners like princesses because they don't receive the affection that they desire from it, or not the affection, the appreciation that they desire from it. And if they're not receiving the appreciation that they desire from it, then they're going to not keep doing it. They're going to actually resist and resent that desire that you have to be treated like this. You have to appreciate them. So, and that can be as easy as, thank you for bringing me flowers. Thank you. I noticed that you did this. Thank you. I noticed that you respected my boundaries, or that you didn't do this thing in public that I don't like, or whatever it is. Making sure that they feel appreciated for what they're doing, because they're putting in an effort for you in love. And when you can show that appreciation, it makes them feel connected to that action. And thank you is also a form of receiving. So when you're saying thank you, you are being more feminine, connected to that feminine energy, because you're receiving. Your dark feminine energy is so powerful. So once you start to do this, your actions and what you do on the inside will speak greater and louder than what you could ever communicate. So yes, it's important for your partner to know the dynamics of how you want to be treated, but ultimately it comes down to you putting in the work, healing yourself, becoming the juiciest feminine woman that you can be on a day-to-day basis, so that you can attract this type of treatment, this type of relationship that you desire. It's so powerful. Once I did this, once I started tapping into my feminine energy, I was blown away at how my husband treated me. It's just night and day how different it can be. And it's so easy to be in our masculine energy because that's just the society we live in. Everyone expects us to go all the time, and not really be in the being state of receiving. And that's something that we need to balance ourselves out in if we want to live a more fulfilling life. So to recap, we want to be able to feel our powerful self. We want to embrace our strength and know that we are so powerful, and that we can have anything that we desire. Whatever treatment we want, we can have it. We just need to connect to that feminine energy within us. And then we need to heal ourselves so that we can see ourselves as the princess that we desire to be. So that means re-envisioning who we are to ourselves, who we are to the world. Princess treatment is ultimately feeling respected and doted on, feel most loved. I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments, because I know that once you start doing this, you're going to experience such profound experiences in your life, and it's going to be so exciting. And so sharing it will just continue to propel you to keep doing it and keep up the work, because it is a progressive thing that gets better and better and better. And if you have any other tips or tricks that I did not share in this video, please share them with the community. I know that we would all appreciate it. If you'd like to get deeper into healing your feminine energy and your inner child, I do have a coaching program available on my website. And if you look down in the description, it's linked there. I also have my Instagram link there. You can email me as well for any collaborations. And thank you so much for watching. If you love this kind of content, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support and watching this until the end, and have a blessed day.